people ask me before, like, you get pressure day your top, you know, because after Goodsin you have to make some big hits.
Yeah.
I'm like, no worry, the comparison between me and Chloe Boy. I didn't like it at all.
Olive, welcome to Guy Radio.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, I had a conversation with you earlier this year, just when the TGMA is about to happen. Of course, you were up for many categories. I mean, new artist of the year, Afrobeat, a whole lot. And of course, one of the categories that you were keen on winning was new artist of the year. If you remember correctly, you spoke about it, and you were like, nah, if you don't take you, it will pain you, it will be hard. But of course, it didn't come your way. But I mean, before we even go to that, let's talk about even the award in general. At that ceremony day, I mean, did it change your perception about award?
I mean, the first time I come, I think what I said was very, very important to me about the TGM meeting was the fact that it was going to actually sell my face. It was going to make people know that Olive is Ghanaian. That was what was really, really important to me at that time. You know, not even the new artist of the year. It's just the fact that I was nominated, and if I win something, it's going to make people know that Olive is bigger. So it was just that for me. Even though I really wished I had gotten that.
All right, great. I'm asking this because, you know, there are times a lot of artists will say, I don't really care about awards, but they haven't had the experience of being nominated and be like a guest on the night, and you see your fellow colleagues go upstage, pick an award, make like a big statement on that stage, and you're like I really wish I would also like be on that stage, pick that award, and that feeling of I came on top. You get my point. That's why I had to ask that question. But of course, let's talk about what you won on the night. Afrobeat Song of the Year. Look, bro, there's no two ways about that. Like, I mean, Goodsin. Goodsin.
It was the best Afrobeat song in 2020.
Yeah, there are two ways about that. I think one thing I know TGM has gotten right is this category.
Yes.
Like, I think 2 years ago, I think a year before you won, also Camille won it, and you cannot go wrong with Sugar Cane too as well. So for me, I think these are the two categories that have really been very, very cool with them. I think how it has turned out has been very, very positive. But of course, on the night you won, some didn't go your way. I mean, the new artist of the year. I personally, and I've said it everywhere, and you know, that I was rooting for you to be the new artist of the year. But they went to your brother, Kim Paluta, and you guys have had a very fantastic year. Bro, talk to me, what went through your mind? I mean, were you disappointed? How did you feel losing it out to Kim Paluta?
I mean, I wanted that award, but I was still rooting out for Paluta because he's worked, he's worked hard. I've known Paluta even when I didn't even want to do music.
Okay, yeah, Kumasi was
So I think it was a good thing for him.
Yeah,
it was a good thing for him, you know. And I bagged an award on that night.
Yeah,
so
that's
it was
do you think the reason why Kim Paluta even won on the night was a recency bias? That at that point in time he had a song Asylum, which was everywhere, and it was in the face of people, but people didn't even know that Asylum is not even part of this year calendar, the year that you're being celebrated. There's no even part.
People I don't know the marketing scheme they use.
I don't want us to even do it. But I think recency bias played it. The fact that Asylum was huge and was everywhere.
Yes, I think people looked at that too much though. Yeah, people looked at that too much because conversations were coming. People like, he had Asida.
And Asida wasn't even
nominated. So I mean, it's calm still.
Great. Of course, the night was over. You picked your award. You left. Did you perform on the night?
No.
Yeah, you performed.
I think Paluta did.
Yeah. Did it take anything away from you? Did you feel bad that you didn't get a chance to perform on the biggest night in Ghana's music?
Bad, yes, I did feel bad. I wanted to really perform. Then I go to my people, ask how far. Like, oh no, I'm not performing.
Was a tangible reason given to you why?
Not really.
You had a big
Not
song,
really,
man.
not
Goodsin.
really. They didn't really.
And Asylum was also doing very well.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was doing good too, but.
Alright, great. Since we've spoken about Asylum, let us even talk about Asylum. I know earlier in the year when you came into my place and we're talking about your songs and all that, and you spoke about Asylum.
Yeah.
At that time, Asylum hasn't even picked up. And I think after a week or two, Asylum was everywhere. What happened with Asylum? What did you do right? Again, I mean, Asylum was everywhere, bro. Like Asylum was everywhere.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I mean, like even you were at my place, and I think I wanted you to do a freestyle or something, and I was insisting to do like the only and the Goodsin.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, Asylum was all over the place. What happened? Is it a dance? Do you think it's a dance?
Let me just mention a few things. It's the song.
Okay.
God. Talking about the songs and the concept. I think people actually like the controversial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they like me talking about the stuff that they would not say.
Yeah.
I feel like I give them the confidence to like say it by just saying it.
Yeah.
You get, because main story say I'm coming to tell you that if you leave me, you die.
Yeah.
If you leave me, you go mad.
Yeah, man,
you
look,
get,
boys they sing this song. Don't know what they sing.
You see, so I think I gave them the confidence.
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing that helps me a lot, like you know, to talk about stuff that you would not even think of.
We don't feel
saying
comfortable
or
talking
know
about it.
it.
I mean, these are truth that we want to talk about. We can't.
Exactly,
Out of society.
Exactly. Nobody will say good thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it catches people
Yeah.
and everything. And I think the dance too did good. The people that showed love, you know, on TikTok, on the socials, the radio stations that play the song. So everything inclusive.
Yeah.
Everything inclusive.
Asylum really did a lot of magic.
Yeah, it did.
I had to even learn the dance challenge myself. I had to even learn it.
I mean, it's easy. Like if I perform,
Yeah.
they do the dance.
Yeah. Some of us, if you don't do the dance challenge, before learn now, because the song was everywhere, and it looks like if you know people, they know the parts. You know this country. It's very funny. Yeah, but Asylum was an amazing song. I mean, it really helped you. You know, many a times artists find the challenge of getting that big record that they had in their initial introduction to the entertainment industry. Like when you had a Goodsin, a lot of people were expecting to have another big record, and it's a challenge for many artists. But you overcome this challenge. You were able to have a more bigger record like Asylum. How was that feeling for you and of course your entire team?
So, shouts to Qubit. He said something to me, you know, even before before I got Fairy Story. It was like, if you're an artist, you have one song blown, you get another one blown. You should just know that you have to just put in the work more. You just have to like, you know that your leg day somewhere.
Yeah.
Where it is safe. Just keep on doing your work, you know. So Asylum was a very big project for me.
Yeah.
You know, I had to prove people wrong. You get, and we put every energy behind it. Yeah. And we go Asylum. So I mean, like people asked me before, like you get pressure to your top, you know, because after Goodsin you have to make some big hits. Yeah. I'm like, no worry, you don't know. Asylum is coming. In my head I was like, something is coming, you know, something is coming, and if God wants to actually make me a good artist, like a great artist, Asylum should just blow. So watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Alright. I know most of the time before you guys put a project together, there is deliberations, like I mean, which song to make it, because you have a lot of songs. Even you told me you have a gospel song sometime back. All these songs, you have to push it in there. Was Asylum always that song that everybody was in support of?
Okay, so Asylum Safe was not the song that we wanted to drop. You know, it was Home Alone. Okay. It was Home Alone. And then we had to go back to listen to all the recordings we had. Like, Charlie, this song, what he even talks about, it's very, very, very relatable. People they feel the same way I feel, you know. So, we could put them out. But I also had feelings that Home Alone was also going to do it. So, that's how come we added the 2 songs to the EP and brought out the deluxe.
The deluxe.
Yeah. So yes. Asylum was not
In
that song. It was not that song.
But see what Asylum has done.
Yes, Charlie. God will make you blow.
Bro, that's massive, man. That's massive, Charlie. All right, guys.
Home Alone 2 did good. It did good. Not really in Ghana, but in Nigeria, it's very huge.
It's very huge. We'll talk about Nigeria because I know you took a trip to Nigeria some time back. We'll talk about it. And of course, I mean, your relationship with Nigerian artists and all that. We'll talk about that. Grammy released the nominees last night. And you don't like Twitter. You've said it several times. Of course, it was online. It was everywhere. Of course, Ghana didn't really miss out on it because we have Rocky Dawini in the got nominated. But of course, like we always say, we were expecting to get more nominations. I mean, even in the African performance category, we were even expecting to see probably any of our A-list artists in there. But we failed in there. I know you're very young in the industry, of course, but you've had a chance to meet a lot of music executives and all that. What do you think, in your own opinion, is the problem? We don't have the what?
We probably don't have the links. You know, that's why I think we don't have the links because, you know, I saw Kim Promise on CNN. You know, it tells you that we're doing good as Ghanaians.
Yeah.
You know, but I've never been able to actually clock what's missing though.
Yeah.
But one thing that I know for sure is there's not much links here. You know, and we see. I think I've been seeing Stoneboy. He's almost everywhere. You know, in this world. You know, trying to like connect with people. You know, talk to people and everything. So we will get there.
We'll get there. All right. You associate the reasons for we not getting this nomination as the fact that we don't have connections, we don't know the right people to deal with. Like you said, Stoneboy has been everywhere, but of course, probably he's not been at the right places.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe he's not been at the right places. Because, I mean, Rocky Dawini is not everywhere, but he's at the right place.
I think he knows the right people. You know.
And this is not the first time Rocky is getting these nominations.
Yes.
Why is it that our artists cannot even reach out to him for even assistance? I mean, like, get to know what he's doing right, to also emulate it. Because I believe strongly that these are legends, like older folks that were in the space before they even got in. So if they are doing something right, we have to. Because look, African.
But I mean, they could also, you know, in their own way, teach the young ones. You know, they could also teach the young ones. I mean, it doesn't always have to be us reaching out and everything. Because I mean, we're not doing it just for us.
Right.
We're doing it for Ghana and Africa as well. So. I don't know, maybe they have talked to a few people and they don't see the seriousness in them. But I don't think it always has to be the young ones reaching out. You know, they could also like be our mentors in a way, like try to like.
Aside that, do you think we are overemphasizing on this Grammy thing too much? I mean, as Ghanaians.
Well, I also think so, but you know, it gives some kind of recognition. It gives some kind of establishment. So. It makes people, it makes us artists want to like be there. You know, it gives some recognitions and stuff. You know, I think it blows you way better globally sometimes. You know, so I think that's one part that people look at too. You know, look at TGME. It helped me out. In the sense that people in Ghana knew, you know, that Ole is Ghanaian. So. If you know, working from this space up there makes you more recognized, you know, as an African. You know, so that's one reason why many people want to be there. Let's forget about the fact that it doesn't flex. So you get down. I think it's the recognition, and it broadens your, you know, it gets people to. It gets some more people to get to know about your work. Because it's a big platform. People from all over the world watch it.
The way we continually talk about it, it looks like it puts a lot of pressure on the artists. I mean, To the extent that even when Stoneboy dropped his recent project up and running, he had to say that this project is not for Grammy. This project is not done purposely for Grammy, which I even disagree with him on that. Because Grammy is the biggest award scheme in the country.
Right.
And if you continue to do music, and you say this music is not for Grammy, and then why are you, aside the fact that we do music for the fans and all that, we do the music for these huge recognitions and stuff. So, like I'm asking, does it put a lot of pressure on you guys? I mean, artists coming up, artists established.
It does put some pressure on some artists. You know, for me, like I'm saying, for me, the way I see it as, you know, whenever you work, you need to be appreciated. You need to be like awarded for that, and it's a good thing that people even thought of the fact that artists are working, and
so we have to
we should award them. You know, so yes, that's how I see it. I see it as work. If you actually work hard enough, and they see you as like, oh, you need to award this guy, they will award you. You know, that's how people have to see it. You know, but it's also some sort of motivation for people to work hard. You know, because it's a big platform. So pressure they put on some people. It depends on the person. Depends on the person and how he sees it.
Used to be beat, now first if you don't have a beat, we don't have a beat innovation. We'll complain, ask them. We talk about beats.
In a way, the beat is for Africans. So,
black people.
Yeah.
But like I'm just saying, like we used to prioritize beat. Now, even when our people get beat in nomination, we don't really care about it.
About it anymore.
Now we say Grammy, and I'm looking for the next thing that we move on to.
I don't
know if I also don't know if because the Nigerians are dominating the space, and you know how we get one arrival. So if like we don't get anything, we talk for half an hour. So Charlie, if that thing, so people will take that thing, put them on artists. Of course, the artists are creatives. I mean, we shouldn't have to put a lot of pressure on them. So that one,
that's how they have to see it.
I disagree with this. Charlie, let's talk about criticisms and backlash and all that. I'm sure you've also had a fair share of it, but the year retrospection. Which one of the negative news that has really hit you?
You know me now. The negatives mostly they the Twitter, and I don't really.
You don't go there.
But I mean, I do go there, but not like all the time. Listen, if I see, I don't really put my mind to one. But there's one that I didn't really like, the comparison between me and Calvin Boy. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't like it because, you know, everybody gets how they see things. I didn't like it at all because Calvin Boy, no matter what, is one person that actually inspired me. You know, during my SHS time, my high school times, that I was doing those freestyles and everything. Calvin Boy actually really
when you were performing and playing drums, and
exactly.
the guy was giving the guy gave you the beat. They give you beats. Where he did?
Oh, he did.
Okay.
He did learn production.
Alright, that's good. Okay, back to Calvin.
He did, yeah. One hard guy. So like, you know, during those times, people say, "Oh, you sound like Calvin Boy. You've got some Calvin Boy vibes. You've got this guy vibes." Until I was able to like become Olive Boy myself. So you know, becoming an artist, you're going to get inspiration from people. You know, so he's one of those people that actually inspired my music. You know, he's one of those people that actually changed the whole Afrobeat space for us. You know, so I didn't like the comparison in any way. But you know, people get their own opinions on things. So like there were people talking left and right and everything. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I just didn't like the comparison. That's the only thing that I think this year.
But did you get any response from Calvin Boy? I mean,
no. He knows.
But after
he's been I'll say he'd be OG. In my
if you're OG, he'd be your OG. Because I school they listen to him, be OG.
So I feel like he knows way better than me when it comes to the media space, what people say and everything. So he don't get problem class. So we're cool.
Good. How do you keep your head clean? I mean, with all these things, it is very overwhelming. I mean, a young guy having back-to-back hit songs, and now your fans are fighting for you, are criticizing people, are trying to put you against people who are in the space that you even looked up to them. How do you keep your head clean and not let that get into you?
I mean, you see, I feel like I do something way different from a lot of artists in general. And one thing that has kept me moving is keeping my cool.
Okay.
You know, keeping my cool in any way at all. In any way at all. Me sure be as a yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm always that calm.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at what I'm going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what next and what next and what next. I'm happy for people's progress. I'm happy for other artists progressing. So me not being jealous, me not like hating on anybody is one thing that helps me a lot. You know, concentrating on my job.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I like the fact and I love the fact that I put melodies down and then I can make some money out of it. So that is what is important for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what is aside the fact that yes, we want to do something, want to leave some legacy, make at least people who see that Ghana also has some talent.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm always that calm. I think about my job, think about how I'm going to progress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the only thing. I'm not looking at the fact that this one is going and it's going past me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at how me too I will go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but Olive, also, you know, when you look at the likes of Shatta Stone, I mean, Samin, Sakudi, we see their fans on social media, we see how they talk.
Yeah.
And sometimes these people end up leading the artists to do things they're not supposed to do.
I mean,
like, that's my point. Like, I mean, it gets overwhelmed. Like, I mean, like, Charlie, over 1,000 people, 100 people, they retweet my thing, they tell me, say, make you not mind these people, make you not, like, how? That's the thing, and I think we are all human beings. There are several times that we get a lot of support from the family and everything, and it gets into our head. You get my point? And we are very young. We are bound to make a lot of mistakes and so on. And you are acting so mature with regards to some of these things. Because I asked you about one of the negative press, I mean, you receive. When you're talking about this kind of disrespect towards Kelvin, that shows how mentally strong you are. I mean, intelligent you are. You get my point? That's why I wanted to understand, like, does it come from home? Is it home training? Like, what really constituted to the Olive the Boy mentality that you have of not getting?
I think I've been able to be with people that have had a lot of experience.
Good.
You know,
that's true.
Yeah, a lot of experience with regards to all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a couple of times where they've shown me scenarios, they've shown me examples of people doing some things that it didn't help. You know, so that aside that, some home training and God, I mean God too. So Charlie, I don't think there's going to be a time where, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We all think differently. You get, so if you're going to look at the fact that your fans are saying this, saying that, I don't think you want to ever have peace.
You direct you where you
you don't have to always look at that. You don't have to always look. Just look at giving them your bankers. And just move each other. That's right. Because we are not in any competition anyway. You're doing this job, you know, for yourself. People are lawyers. This is your job. You get, so that's what you have to look at. The fact that you can just sing and get some loads of money should be what you look at. You get, not the fact that someone's so
lots of money. I know you went on you performed at the Ghana Party in the Park in the UK. You performed in Europe. I mean, what's the experience? I mean, I know you performed in Africa. I mean, Nigeria, Sierra Leone. You have a huge fan base in these areas. But for the first time, I mean, getting to the last quarter of this year, you had to perform in London and some parts of Europe. How was the experience like?
One thing I'll say is there's nothing like a language barrier. You know. Another thing I'll say too is people love it when you actually put in the hard work.
Okay.
You know, just put in the hard work. One reason why I'm even saying that is most people didn't know my face.
And that's a big tax.
Most people didn't know my face, but they knew the song. Do you understand? So it tells me that if you put in the hard work,
yeah,
you don't have to do too much. Okay, you don't have to do too much. And people out there actually really support. People out there really support. You know, Party in the Park was massive. The songs that I even thought people would not be able to, they were singing.
It shocked me.
It shocked me.
Yeah.
So yes, there's support. They just put in challenge. Maybe just put in the hard work, just work. Like it will turn out good.
Yeah, and of course, I want to talk about even performing as an artist, performing in Europe. I mean, outside the shores of this country, and even the continent. Many times we've spoken about the fact that Ghanaians don't show up to events, and for me, my conversation is even bigger than even just Ghanaians showing up to events. But we'll talk about the other one. But do you think, like, per your own experiences, I mean, after these several shows that you've played, do you think Ghanaians really pull up? They come in their numbers to come and support Ghanaian artists when you guys travel to their jurisdictions?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
They do. They really do. They really do. I mean, it depends on how well you promote your show too.
Okay.
Okay, because those people over there, they are working. Those people over there, they are working. They are hustling.
Yeah,
they are hustling.
Yeah.
Yes, mostly they want to see their favorite artist and have some time because it'd be hard for that side. So it depends on how you promote your show. You promote it well.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there. They're gonna make sure they're there. So they're very supportive. I don't know why people would say they're not supportive. If people don't show up to your show, you should blame your promoters.
Okay.